why, I mean, institutional lenders, why the lenders are so much concerned about lending for this
I,
asset class. I mean, our returns are much higher, right, as compared to multifamily. But multifamily, any Tom, Dick, and Harry can go and take a Freddie loan. Why
Mhm.
not in assisted living?
Right. So the for assisted living and you do say assisted living. I'll make it a little bit broader just to help the crowd here. Is it's you could call it seniors housing, and
Yeah,
senior housing goes from independent living to assisted living, memory care, skilled nursing. Those different types where you're helping people with services. And the key, which I've used a few different times for the people that have been on this podcast before, I'm sure you've heard that the three keys to real estate are location, location, location. Well, in senior housing, it's operator, operator, operator. And so you really have to align yourself with some group or entity that is very, very knowledgeable and experienced in operating these facilities. And that's your question about financing, is that you may have a very good project, everything's lined up from a real estate standpoint, but if you don't have an operator, a lender won't take you seriously. So that's where it differentiates from other property types.
awesome. And this is a very good point. I mean, and you hit the nail right on the head. A lot of people don't understand, and all they see is the amount of returns that they get on their money in multifamily or on paper on assisted living, but they don't understand how much work it is for the operator to run a project like this, and how much is operator at stake, their personal wealth at stake for the project to become successful. Am I correct in what
There's
I just said?
there's no question about it. There's no question. I was going to go. It might be a little bit too deep for this crowd. I'm not sure of their expertise, but in senior housing, there's two important elements to it. There's the real estate and the operation. They have something called an opco for operation or propco for the property. Those two elements of it, and so you being the real estate person can own the real estate, but you have a symbiotic relationship with the operator. And
Right.
so the two of them work together. You have to work together to create the value of the real estate. So you could have a well-conceived project, a great location, perfect demographics in the area, but you have to have that orchestra leader of the operator to maximize the value for you, because there are so many risks in this, from because you have the real estate as well as the operating risk. You are taking care of people's lives. In apartments, you're taking care of people's lives, but not to the same extent that you are here. And so there are a lot more risks, a lot more variables. People, the operators, many of them, they love it, they embrace it. This is really important to them to take care of people, and they thrive in that environment. But it's a unique individual that is willing to do this to help these people, and you have to find the balance of the person that can help these people and provide a great service, but also have business acumen too. So to find that right person is really hard, but when they're there, then the project can really excel.
To add a little bit of flavor to what Rich just said, is basically, in multifamily space, if you go to a tenant, if I'm a tenant, I would go sign up a lease, right? And I take the keys for my apartment. And after that, I really don't have to go to the office at all. I don't have to see any manager in the leasing office or anything. I mean, I pay my bills online or pay by check or whatever. If there's no maintenance request, I really don't have to go meet with them. But in assisted living, it is a different story. You are taking care of seniors day in and day out, 24 hours a day, right?
Yeah, that's a wonderful point. It's 24/7. You have to be on call and prepared to help them.
Yes, they
So
are always, I mean, or you have nursing staff, you are always on the hook, and you are taking care of them all the time. And such a humble job. I mean, what you said, it's not about the economics, it is about humility also. You do that with passion, and you love doing that basically. And in the end, you end up making a little bit more money, but to our economics point, the points on economics, lenders don't take your humility seriously.
Right. So,
uh, they want to make sure that you have done it before, right?
absolutely.